Hi guys, it is Aoife from Fred Easy Dead Laughing, and I am here to do my TBR for the Spookathon. So this readathon is being hosted by Lala over at Books and Lala. She's one of my favourite booktubers, as I'm sure she is everyone's, because she's just so creative, and I'm really looking forward to participating in this, possibly vlogging it, I don't know, but yeah, it should be really fun. So the first challenge is to read a thriller. I'm going to read All the Hidden Truths by Claire Askew. This is a book that I did actually have on my thriller-thon this year, a couple of months ago, but I didn't get around to it that week, so I'm going to put it on this TBR, and hopefully I will get around to it. As far as I know, this is a book set in Scotland, and it is about the aftermath of what I think is a school shooting, and I think it's people in the community trying to figure out what kind of led up to this school shooting, what happened, and I think we are also following the point of view of a detective, but it is supposed to be a thriller, and I'm sure maybe there will be some twists and turns along with it. I do find reading about this kind of topic really interesting and quite chilling, so I think it will be good for this type of readathon, even though it is a little bit more serious in nature. The next one is to read a book with red on the cover, and this book that I've chosen has shown up on like October TBRs many times before, and I've not gotten to it, and now that I'm going to do it for a actual readathon, I'm really hoping I will get around to it, because this is a much loved book and I just can't believe I still haven't read it, and that is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. As you can see, there are lots of red flowers on this cover and the spine is red. So yeah, as far as I know, this is about a woman who marries this man, and when she moves to the house, she finds out that his previous wife, I think whose name was Rebecca, there seems to be a lot of echoes in the house around Rebecca. I think all the servants remember her, and even though she is dead, it's almost like she's very much still present in the house and in their lives. And it's supposed to be a little bit like gothic, and everyone I know who's read this has absolutely loved it. I've only ever read one other Daphne du Maurier book, which was Jamaica Inn, which I did quite enjoy, so I'm really looking forward to this and hoping that I enjoy it as much as I know other people have. Next challenge is to read a book with a spooky word in the title. I am going to go for How to Play Dead by Jacqueline Ward. This is a thriller I have from NetGalley at the moment, and obviously the word dead is in the title, which is a little bit spooky. So as far as I know, this is about a woman who kind of has her life all together. She also is, she kind of runs a women's refuge and helps a lot of other women trying to escape kind of violent, abusive lives, and trying to help them kind of, you know, recover and then, I guess, start a new life. And then she suddenly starts getting these messages about someone who is watching her and seems to know all these different things about her, and she doesn't really know what the hell is happening, who it is that seems to be after her, and it seems kind of a little bit strange and creepy, and yeah, it should be good. That's all I kind of know about it at the moment, so I'm hoping it will be good. The next book is to read a book with a spooky setting, and I'm going for another NetGalley book. It is called The Mercies by Kieran Millwood Hargrave. Set in the 1600s, and all I kind of can know about this, it's set on this like island, and for some reason I think it's a storm or something, ends up killing all of the men on this island, so the island is left like all women, and then I think eventually they have to basically learn how to survive and do everything themselves. And I think more men come to this island thinking that all of these women on this island are witches and set to kind of destroy them, and everything about that it sounds brilliant. This island, all the women on the island, and then people coming to get them. It does sound quite spooky, so I'm hoping this one will be really good. And for the prompt of reading a book, reading something you wouldn't normally read, I struggled with this one for a little bit, because I was like, there's not that many books that I like don't normally read, or like I don't have a books on my shelf that would suit kind of a Spookathon challenge, that are things that I wouldn't normally read. So I decided to have a look at my Kindle Unlimited, and I tried to kind of just type in some words like vampire, witch, Halloween, stuff like that, and see what books came up, and that would be free for my Kindle, obviously through Kindle Unlimited, and see what I could get up. So I have two choices, and you guys, both of them are quite short. I think one is only like under 200 pages and one is about 250 pages, so I could probably read them both, but let me know down below which one you would prefer me to read. So one is a kind of one of those cozy mystery books, you know, those ones they always have like the cartoony covers, and I read mysteries, but I don't read a lot of cozy mysteries. So this one just sounds like, I'm gonna be honest, the cover did kind of get me, because it is A Halloween Haunting by Kathy Daly, and as you can see, it's kind of set around this like animal shelter, and there are dogs in the cover, so I really enjoyed that. And this is something to do with, I think they're like extending the animal shelter, or they're doing some sort of work, and they end up finding a skeleton in the wall, and everything kind of goes from there. This is like part of a series, so I think there's going to be characters and stuff that it might take me a little bit, like I don't know how inclusive it will be for people who haven't read the others. So I don't know, I could struggle with that one a little bit. But the other one I have is kind of a paranormal romance, which again, kind of more of a new adult book. I don't really read a lot of new adult books, so this again is something I wouldn't normally read. And this one is the first in a series, so it's called Blood Captive by Kim Lorraine, and this one is really kind of one of those ones like that was like all vampire fan fiction back in the day. And it seems to be this woman who is, I don't know whether she's like bought or captured or given to some prince of some vampire family, and he really wants her, and I think obviously some romance ensues, and yeah, probably some sexy times as well. So that's what I'm getting from that. But yeah, I don't really know which one I should choose, because both of them, I don't really read a lot of cozy mysteries, and I obviously do not read new adult paranormal romance. So yeah, let me know which one you think I should read, because I think these ones could be really interesting. So that is everything I'm planning to read for the Spookathon. Please let me know what you guys think down below, what you guys are planning to read if you've read any of these books, and again what you guys think I should prioritise between the last challenge, because I would love to know. And I will see you guys again next time.